Welcome back to another episode of the Sip to Tally preseason rankings. We're about a little over a week from the finale. We're actually going to do 2 episodes next Thursday because once I give you team number 2, you'll automatically know team number 1. So we have a little over a week left. Today we're going to get into team number 8. Yesterday, team number 9 was the Los Angeles Chargers. And recapping them, quarterback 8, running back 9, wide receiver 21, tight end 16, offensive line 8, defensive line 13. And again, shout out to Khalil Mack. I forgot to talk about you in the link that you deserve, but shout out to Khalil Mack. Linebacker 16, cornerback 24, and safety 6. Today's number 8 team actually was in a tie with yesterday's team. They have the same ending number. But again, like in previous ties on this countdown, when I put the 2 teams side by side, I interject myself and I say, which team is actually better from my naked eye? And in this case, I thought this team was a little bit better than the Los Angeles Chargers. I will tell you this is also a West Coast team. The Chargers coach used to coach them. I will say this is a team that is on a slide in the rankings because they normally were in the top 5 the last years I've done this. They're a victim of when you pay your quarterback, other areas of the team slide. And I'm sure you guys know who it is by now. Team number 8 is the San Francisco 49ers. Let's see what the San Francisco 49ers drafted to see how they can offset the price that Brock Purdy has commanded and try to help out their defense. They had a bunch of draft picks as well. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They had 11 draft picks. Let's get into it and see what they did to try to offset that, because when you pay your quarterback, other areas suffer. They took Michael Williams, a defensive lineman out of Georgia, first round. Second round, they came back with Alfred Collins, a defensive tackle out of Texas, and they lost a lot up front. They did. They lost a lot. Came back with a linebacker, Nick Morton. As a fact, they lost something on the secondary level as well, too. Well, not secondary level, the second level of the defense as well. They lost, not lost. They added Upton Scott, a cornerback. They lost some on that level as well. And that's what happens when you pay your quarterback. Fourth round, CJ West, defensive tackle. So them first 5 picks, all defense. 3 defensive linemen, linebacker and a cornerback. Came back in the 4th round with Jordan Watkins, a wide receiver out of Ole Miss. 5th round, Jordan James, running back out of Oregon. 5th round, safety Marquise Siegel. Safety out of Kansas State. Curtis Rourke, quarterback out of Indiana. Linebacker Connor Colby out of Iowa. And I liked him. I liked Connor Colby. And then finished with Junior Bergen, a wide receiver out of Montana. Let's take a look at the depth chart and what they have going, and I can tell you how I have them ranked as well. Starting with Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy has now gotten some change in his pocket, and it affected the rest of the team as well, and you'll see it mostly on the defensive side of the ball. In the room with Brock Purdy is Mac Jones, the former Alabama quarterback who was drafted early by New England, who kind of the reason Cam Newton was kind of forced out of the league, but that's neither here nor there. Curtis Rourke and Tanner Mordecai is also in that room as well. So I would say this: if something happens to Brock Purdy, and I don't wish ill will on anybody, they are doomed, completely doomed. But going to the running back room, and we know CMC is one of them dudes. Been down a little bit lately, but when healthy, CMC is a guy. Backing him up is Isaac Orlando, and then the rookie Jordan James. Going to the wide receiver room, the contract saga, trade saga with Brandon Ayuk is over with. He's in the building. They don't have Debo anymore. They do have Persall, who I like. Tim Jennings, who is solid. So the receiver room is solid as well, as long as they stay on schedule and do what they need to do in the offensive side. They recently signed Equinemius St. Brown, which is Amon-Ra's brother. They got Demarcus Robinson, Jacob Cowing, who was a guy that I thought would be more than what he was so far. So the running back room is okay. It's not meh. It's not great. It's good. It's good. It's good. Now Ayuk is, if he can get back to what he was, will help out. But and I really like Pearsall to take a leap forward in year 2. Tight ends. I think they have the best tight end in the game right now. That's George Kittle. Blocking and catching the ball, like the best overall guy, to me, hands down, that's George Kittle. Also in that room with them is Luke Farrell, Ross Dillon, and Braden Willis. I don't think they have a two, like a guy that can go with him and have like a 1-2 punch at the tight end room. I think it's Kittle and some guys. So you'll see that when I show the ranking too. But by far, Kittle is the guy as far as the number 1 tight end in the NFL. Up front, you got Trent Williams, Brent Barch, Jake Brendel, Dominique Pooney, who I think is in his 2nd year, and Connor McKivitz. And Trent is the ageless wonder that just keeps getting better like fine wine. And he anchors the left side of that line, and he goes as they go. A lot of the runs go off his side. When he pulls, they run behind him, and it's a thing of beauty to see him kind of play H-back and get a running start and pull on people and kind of take their head off. But let's see why I have each group ranked, and you can tell me if you agree or disagree with the ranking of each position group. Quarterback, I have 11, which puts them right outside the top 10. Running back 15, and if CMC gets back to his old form, that ranking will definitely change. Especially with Garendo and Jordan James in that room. Wide receiver 6, tight end 8, and it's Kittle's number 1, but he don't have anybody else in that room to support him as far as propping him up to be in a top 5 tight end group. And then O-line, I have him 10. Let's jump on over to the defensive side. Now this is where the Brock Purdy effect really has taken effect. Projected starters: Mykel Williams, rookie; Kevin Givens, Jordan Elliott. Now they do still have Nick Bosa, and Nick Bosa's a dude. Backups: Yetur Gross-Matos, who's okay. Alfred Collins, the backup, who's the rookie from Texas. They gonna be They're gonna depend on some rookies to play some important minutes, and it's gonna be affected. It's shown effectiveness in the rating that I gave them. Yes, Bosa's a dude, but it takes a lot more than Bosa just to be effective in the NFL, and I don't have a lot of faith in those other guys just yet. The rookies may do something, but they're rookies. So Bosa's a dude, not to take anything from Bosa, but he's a dude. On that second level, Fred Warner's still there. Fred Warner's a dude. He lost his running mate. Like I said, you lose people up front. You lost your number 2 linebacker who in my opinion was a dude as well. But Fred's still a guy. So Greenlaw's the name that was leaving my mind at the time. You lost Greenlaw. But Warner can still go. Warner's the best out there at linebacker. Just like Bosa's one of the best, Warner's the best out there at linebacker. But his running mate ain't what it used to be. You go on the third level with cornerback. You brought back Diamond Lenore. You got the rookie Upton Stout, who's probably going to be your nickel cornerback. Ronaldo Green, I think, is in his 2nd year from Florida State. So you're looking at 2 young corners that you're finna run out there with Lenore. You lost, I forget the other corner's name, but I know he's from Macomb, Mississippi. He was one of the top corners out there. So you lost a high-level player at every position because you got to pay Brock Purdy. And I'm not saying anything's right or wrong about that, but you got to do what you got to do. So that your defense is going to change completely. But let's take a look at how I have them ranked, and you can tell me whether you agree or disagree with the rankings for the San Francisco 49ers. Defensive line edge 31. Now, I know you're going to say that's crazy with Bosa in that group, but it's Bosa and a bunch of dudes, in my opinion. Especially you're going to depend a lot on some rookies, and you don't know what you're going to get out of those rookies. Linebackers, even with Fred Warner losing Greenlaw, I still got him at 3. Cornerback 19, because you got Upton Stout, who's a rookie. Green is in his 2nd year. You do have I keep messing his name up. Denominator Lenore, and I probably still mess his first name up. Forgive me for that. And then on the back end, I didn't even talk about the safeties. That's probably because they didn't mean much to me because they lost a guy at safety too. Hufunga. They lost Hufunga, who was, in my opinion, really good. So I got 18 at safety. Pennick and Brown. They really they lost a lot, man. And it's because they had to play Purdy, in my opinion. When your money, the percentage of your money shifts to quarterback, the effects are felt in other places. And then a lot of times it's spread out throughout the team. And in this case, it seems like it was mostly affected on defense. It seems that way. Not that it is. This is my hunch that the defense is the result of them paying Brock Purdy. But again, once you take all those numbers together, add them up, divide them by 9, you get 13.4444, which was the same from yesterday. But I felt like this team was a lot better than the team yesterday. So let me know if you agree or disagree with the numbers on the San Francisco 49ers. I appreciate you guys for coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. Like the video if you like this content. Subscribe if you've not done so. Hit that bell so you'll be notified when the rest of this content drops. Comment and share. And I'll see y'all soon, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. Peace and love. See y'all tomorrow for team number 7, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Peace. 7 might be a shocker too.